Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Holy Smokes Barbecue channel. Today we are making a delicious little kind of appetizer or just kind of like party food for your fall gatherings, your Oktoberfest parties, just something that really just does scream fall to me. So we're gonna make a homemade Oktoberfest style beer cheese. We're gonna smoke it on the smoker, and then we're gonna introduce the star of the show, which are gonna be these really simple but really delicious bacon florets. So we're gonna make these little bacon treats. You're gonna dip them right into that beer cheese. Oh man, it's gonna be absolutely incredible. So I got my bacon, I got my ingredients for my cheese, the smoker is rolling, let's go. All right, I'm gonna kick things off today with this beautiful slab bacon straight from Strip District Meats, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Some of the best bacon that I've literally ever laid eyes on. This looks so good. This is about 2 pounds. That's what we're gonna use today. So I'm gonna take my bacon, I'm gonna lay it here on my cutting board because I'm going to season this bacon up a little bit. Now you wouldn't really wanna go with like a thinner bacon for this because we're gonna wrap this up and a thinner bacon is just not gonna have the firmness to stay together. Now I am gonna make all of this. This is just all I can fit on my cutting board right now. Now to season up this bacon today, I'm using Meat Church's Holy Cow barbecue rub. This is a delicious salt-based rub, but there's some other stuff in there too, and it's absolutely delicious on bacon. I love putting this on bacon. And because I don't want my bacon to be over-seasoned, I'm just going to season one side of it, and then I'm gonna wrap it, and then as it's wrapped, some of the other side will naturally get a little bit of that coating on it. All right, so let's go with our Holy Cow here. See that nice pepper in there. I don't want to overdo it. That looks good. Now my next step with this bacon is I'm gonna roll it up, and I'm just gonna roll it right onto itself. So to do that, we'll start here. I'm gonna flip it over. You'll notice that seasoning's not falling off just due to the moisture of the bacon. And I'm gonna take it and just wrap it, just like this. There we go. And finally, just gonna use a toothpick and secure this bacon to itself. And then I'm gonna stick it over here on my wire rack. Simple as that. So I'll show you one more time. Flip it over, roll it up. See, as I'm rolling it, that seasoning is getting to the unseasoned part. Toothpick, right through. There we go, 2 down. It's as simple as that. I could show you more, but you get the idea. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of this bacon, then I'll show you what we're gonna do next. All right, there we go. Look how pretty that is. That is 2 pounds of that thick cut bacon, wrapped up, skewered, seasoned. That's it. Now you'll notice I have these sitting on my wire rack on top of this baking sheet. The reason for that is kind of twofold. The first reason, it's pretty obvious. It's just a lot easier to move them around when I have them all in one place and can just move the whole sheet instead of having to take each one of these things off of the grates. The second reason is for cleanup. I don't want all of this bacon grease dripping all over the inside of my smoker. It's just a real hassle to have to deal with that. Plus, I also don't want it to be sitting in its own grease, which is why I have the rack on top of the cookie sheet so that that grease can kind of puddle underneath and make cleanup really easy, and we don't have soggy bottoms to our bacon. And just because I love this stuff, one more just light dusting of Holy Cow right on those tops. All right, right now I'm gonna go ahead and get these onto my Pit Boss Platinum Lockhart at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And how long? I have no idea. Probably about a half hour, maybe a little bit longer, just depending on when they get to that doneness that I want. So I'm gonna stick these on the smoker. All right, nothing else that I need to do there with that bacon. Just gonna let it roll on the smoker and go ahead and get started on our beer cheese sauce. For this beer cheese, we're gonna start with some butter. Got about 2 tablespoons there. And we're gonna let this butter melt completely. All right, with that butter nice and melted, gonna go ahead and whisk in 3/4 of a cup of flour. It's not really gonna look like much to start, but you'll see. If you ever made a roux, you know how this process works. All right, I realize how pitiful this looks right now, but I'm telling you, just hang with me. Because these components are super important for the consistency of this beer cheese. All right, to this mixture, I'm gonna add slowly, little by little, 3/4 of a cup of milk. stirring all the time. We don't want anything to get burned here. Just keep mixing here. Let's get that consistency right where we want it. And the rest of our milk here. All right, that looks nice. All right, because this is a beer cheese dip, we do have one critical component, which is beer. I'm using here a Hofbräu Oktoberfest beer. So this is gonna have some of that natural kind of fall flavors, a little bit of that cinnamon nutmeg sort of flavor to it. I'm only gonna use between like 1/2 and 3/4 of the bottle. All right, there we go. Again, I'm gonna add this little by little, just because I want it to incorporate nicely. For this, you could use an ale, you can use a lager, you could use an IPA if you really want to kick things up. But whatever you like, use it. Oh, the smell already. All right, just a little more here. There we go. That should be enough for our base. Thing is, we can always add more if we want a little bit later, depending on how those flavors are turning out. All right, that's mixed together nicely. Next, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Just like that. Stirring as I go here, just to make sure everything is incorporated step by step. Step by step. Ooh, baby. Classic. All right, a couple little seasonings I'm gonna add here. I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and about 1/8 teaspoon of cayenne. We might change that up a little bit later, again, depending on how that taste is going. So I'm gonna go ahead and add those in. And whisk. All right, now I feel like we're missing something for our beer cheese. Oh yeah, cheese. That's right, 3 cups of extra sharp cheddar cheese. And 1 handful at a time. Gonna mix this in and let it melt. Guys, shred your own cheese for something like this. Don't rely on the pre-shredded stuff. It's not gonna melt as easily. And there's just something about knowing that you did it yourself, you know? Okay, another handful here. Okay, a little more cheese. There's only a little bit more cheese left after this. Listen to me right now. If you could smell this, oh. All right, let's go in with the rest of our cheese here. There we go. Now once this cheese melts, it's gonna be the test of, do we need more beer or are we good like it is? We're not looking for this to be super thin either. We don't want like a soup, because we're gonna use this as a dip. We're gonna dip those beautiful little bacon florets into this beer cheese dip. So we want it to be thick enough that it'll actually, you know, stick to the bacon and not just kind of drip off like it's soup. But as this continues to cook, it is gonna thicken up a little bit. And, spoiler alert, this is going on the smoker in just a few minutes. You know what, I think we got this perfect. It's such a good consistency right now. Let's see how this tastes. Oh man, wow, that's spot on. I don't think I need anything. Must be my lucky day. All right, this beer cheese is pretty much done. You could eat it just like this, but we're outdoors. We got a smoker rolling. There's some bacon already on it. Why not give this some smoke as well? Now this beer cheese dip is not going to be on the smoker very long, so it's not gonna have the opportunity to really absorb much smoke. So I'm gonna help it along by using my smoke tube. Now you saw me use this back on our smoked cheese video. All this exists to do is just provide more smoke where you really want it. And since this is going to be in the upper chamber of my Lockhart, it's naturally not going to get quite as much smoke as it would if it were down in the main chamber. See that instant smoke there? See how that smoke's coming up now? Oh yeah, that's what we want. All right, let's get all this onto the smoker. All right, you can see I've got my smoke tube here on the right-hand side of the upper chamber in my Lockhart. Also threw a couple of slices of bacon up top that I had left. And then here is our beautiful beer cheese. So that amount of smoke is really going to impact this beer cheese with this really beautiful smoky flavor. How's about we get a little look at our bacon here? Oh, whew, that smells good. This is after about 30 minutes on the smoker. We're not quite there yet, but these things are coming along nicely. And I think that beer cheese is going to be done exactly at the same time as this bacon. I'm going to give this about another 10 or 15 minutes. All right, folks. Check it out. Oh, man, look at that. You can tell by looking at it, this bacon, nice and crispy. Exactly how I like my bacon. Now, I was a little bit off on my time here. I estimated 30 to 40 minutes. This is actually more like about an hour and 10 minutes because really I was just going for that texture that I wanted in the bacon. So it just took a little bit longer. Not a big deal at all. All right, so I'm gonna go grab my smoked beer cheese, then we're gonna plate it and try it. All right, let me show you how I'm gonna plate these up here. I'm gonna take each one of these, and since they're cooked the way that they're cooked, I could take this toothpick out now and they'll stay together, just like that. Just gonna sit it right here on my little board. I'm gonna do that with each of these. There we go. Now you tell me those aren't beautiful. Oh, they look great, and they smell phenomenal. How about some of our beautiful beer cheese dip? Put that right there. Just right on the top. Just a little bit more of that cayenne. Just a little bit. There you have it. Oh man, look at that. That is going to be delicious. Bacon cooked to perfection. You could leave it in there less time if you don't want it quite as done. But man, the smells that are happening right now, oh, you should be jealous. All right, it is time to dig in and try this incredible looking bacon and beer cheese. Elephant in the room though. Yes, I changed my shirt. Why? Because a few videos back, somebody commented on one of my videos saying, can't believe that you're wearing white to barbecue. And I was like, not a big deal, I'm pretty clean. Nope, I got crap all over my shirt. It's not all glitz and glamour over here, folks. Most important thing, not the shirt, it's the food. Here we go, let's grab one of these. Dip it in our beer cheese. Oh man. Oh, here we go. Bacon seasoned with holy cow. Homemade smoked beer cheese. Match made in heaven. Let's go. Oh. Mmm. Bam. Holy smokes. This is just amazing. Definitely get some really good flavor out of that bacon with that seasoning on there. It's cooked absolutely perfectly the way that I love it. The beer cheese is just next level. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Perfect little snack for your fall tailgate. Anytime you're having friends over, whip this up, give it a shot. Guaranteed your guests will love it. Wait, I'm gonna get this inside where some other people can enjoy it. But thank you once again for tuning into another episode of the Holy Smokes Barbecue channel. If you like this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up, click that like button, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. We got some incredible things coming up here on the channel. I can't wait for you to see them. And if you subscribe now, you'll know exactly when that's coming out. And turn on the post notifications so that you actually get a little notification as soon as we post something new here on the channel. And if you like this video, check out one of these other side dishes that I've made here on the channel. All incredibly delicious and very, very simple to make. And I will see you next time.